Loose Thread Stitchers. I don't know who I am anymore.
Today, it hasn't been that long.
No, it's only, actually, we're pretty much right on time this time.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah. It's June 27th. It's a Tuesday. We'd like to thank all of our viewers, new and...
Returning.
We don't want to say old. That's bad. Returning, yep. That's good. We really appreciate it. And if you guys like us, subscribe and like us.
And comment. Love all your comments.
Yeah, the comments are the best. Mm-hmm. I just want to take a minute to thank everyone for their prayers. I can't believe everybody sent so many prayers for Tom. And I guess for the update, I can tell you he's doing really good. He had a driver's test and he passed it. We saw the neurologist just this morning and he was really amazed at how he's improved. I'd say he's 99% back. He misses a word once in a great while, but if you give him about 10, 15 seconds, she's laughing, he gets the word. So he's doing really, really well. He's almost as normal as he can be. I was telling Jeannie on the way home from the doctor, he was telling me how to drive again, and normally that irritates me, but I was really happy to hear him do that because that means his brain is working again.
How many passes are you going to give him, though?
I don't know. In the doctor, we have 4 laundry hampers. I have I have towels, whites, lights, and darks, and for the longest time now, he's just been putting everything in one hamper, and I told the doctor, I said, I knew he was better the day I went in the closet and they were all in their right hampers again. And so he was telling Tom that he could use his Parkinson's whenever he wanted to just throw everything in one basket. And I said, no. He's been doing it for 20 years, so he should know how to do it. But that to me was the first sign that, oh my gosh, he's normal again. That was so nice. So he drove on Friday the first time by himself and he did great. He drove and got home, and I went driving with him quite a bit last week just to make sure I needed to see it in my own head that he was okay, and he didn't miss a stop sign. He did everything just fine. And like I say, today I went through a yellow light and he's yelling at me. And I went, oh my God.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, there he is. He's back. So I'm very happy. And again, thank you all for your prayers.
See, there's a test you can do. You can run more red lights to see how his brain is.
Yeah, because he's doing occupational therapy. Sega is the programmer, and we saw her 2 weeks ago to start the programming. He's been through 2 brain bleeds. I think the last time we saw you, he had only had 1 after a surgery. Well, then when we were in the programming, he had a CT that morning, and she got a page while she was programming, and she left the room and came in and said we had to go to the emergency room because he was having another brain bleed. So he's made it through all of that. They're ordering 1 more CT scan just to make sure it's all dissipating. But from the last 2 weeks ago, it was really small already. So, and I can tell by the way he's thinking and stuff, it's got to be healing. And the swelling in his brain's got to be almost normal because he's as normal as he can be with his Parkinson's. I'm just so happy that he talks. I know that's weird, but to have somebody not saying, you live with this person day in and day out and they don't say a word, nothing.
Well, he never was one to talk your ear off, though.
No, he wasn't. No. But when we'd go out to dinner, he would talk. And he wouldn't, because he would only say 2 words and then look at me.
It finished for me, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't know what he wants to say, because he says, like, I can, or I did, or, yeah. Help me out a little here. But he talks normal sentences, and Dr. McGovern asked him quite a few things, and he answered them all great. So I'm so happy.
But he's not totally programmed?
No, because after 2 weeks of the surgery, that's too early. She was kind of upset that they sent him to her.
Oh, it's a good thing they found the brain bleed then.
Right. So she's on vacation now. So we go the 1st or 2nd week in July to get programmed again, and then she'll really finish him up. We go on the 17th of July to see her again. So then she'll really because right now he kind of shakes a lot, and then for a long time of the day he doesn't shake at all. And then all of a sudden he'll shake a lot, and then he'll just stop. It's really kind of weird. but that's okay. She'll tune them in. She knows how. It's kind of amazing. But they did order occupational therapy, and that's where he did a driving simulator, because she said that way I don't have to be the bad guy, and he passed it. So, and then he's also got to do physical therapy, because I was worried because he wasn't getting in and out of the chair very well, and he can't walk very far down the block. So physical therapy will help him with that a lot. And they've already got him scheduled for 12 weeks, so we'll just keep going and see how he does. But so far, so good. So I'm very happy.
Yes, prayers work.
Yes, my life has been nothing but worry. So I haven't done a whole lot of stitching. I haven't done any sewing.
A lot of worrying with no retail therapy to speak of.
Well, when you hit the worry stage, I don't have therapy. I didn't even think of buying anything. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden I feel like everything is on me, And you start worrying,
So now,
do we have to get rid of the house? Do I have, all of these things start coming into your head about if he doesn't get better, what happens?
So has that worry lifted where you feel like you could go have therapy?
I could, and I feel like I can leave him again. He would do fine overnight, and if I still think, like Andrew said, my grandson is 15. He said, Grandma, I'll stay with Grandpa anytime you want. So if we were going to go for a couple days or something, I think I would, because Andrew cooks. Andrew wants to cook. He's learning how to cook, and
he doesn't take after Grandpa that way.
No, so I would just know that Grandpa was being fed and good food, because Andrew's a good cook. He's doing really well. So.
Okay, so let's go.
Okay.
Bye.
So I don't know if you have any updates, but
no.
I'll just say my whole story took a long time. But okay, so FFOs, Jeannie, you're up.
Okay.
Just like I say, I've been doing a whole lot.
I had this as a finish last time. I didn't bring, I think it's a Bend Creek. It's my Sweet Land of Liberty. And this was the one that was done with pearl cottons. And then I did this little pillow. Our friend Charlotte had sent us a picture, and it was so cute. So, you just go to the stash and lo and behold, have enough.
Charlotte will be happy.
Yeah, thank you, Charlotte. So those are my FFOs.
Okay, you can go on to finishes.
No?
No?
Okay. Where have my Chicken Club Hattie?
She's cute. I like her pattern in her, what would you call those, feathers?
Yeah, there she is on 16 count slate. I'm going to do some more, so that's why I thought I'm going to put their names in there too, not just.
Oh, you're gonna put them in like a window or something?
No, but I probably will be a pillow. But I thought I like their names. I think I'm going to start. There's Cornelius and Florence and Beatrice and Hank. So I thought, okay, Hattie was my grandmother, so that's why I started with her. And then they were so much fun that I continued. Okay, then I did. This is 1984 Prairie School Santa, and then 2005.
Oh, I like him. I have that pattern too.
Yeah. And they're on 18 count scraps that I had left over from something. And then this one is Little House Needlework Courage.
Oh, that's one you were doing with Pam.
Yeah, for her anniversary of...
Yeah, 30 years of cancer-free.
Well, diagnose.
Or diagnosis.
Yeah. So I'm going to make this into a pillow. Okay, and then I did...
I think all the FFOs you guys will see next time.
Yeah, you got to be in a mood. This is Bless This Farmhouse by New York dreamer, Eliza Gladstone. This is what I did for cross-stitch camp. It's got a chicken.
Oh, I was going to say, where's the bird? But there it is.
It's got a chicken. And this is done, I just saw it, on 18 count latte fiber on a whim. Oh, goodness. And it's all the called for floss colors. And there's that. Then I'm doing 3 of the states from the Thread Milk Design Statehood Splendor series. I'm doing Florida. Our oldest son lives there. I'm doing Wisconsin. Our youngest son lives there. And I'm doing Minnesota.
Because that's where you live.
And that's where they started.
Yeah, they did.
So here's Minnesota. I switched up. I was using my floss. It's all the overdyed. But there's Minnesota. And it's on 18 count mystery. It's all that Justine. I got it at Welcome Stitchery.
Oh, she has those cubbies. Yep.
And there's Wisconsin. And then here is Florida. And I think I'm going to do them in little ornaments or something that I can just have hanging around, all the time.
Right.
So.
Because when like Andy's coming up now, so you could hang out Florida you could hang them out all the time, but like maybe in the kitchen off of your...
I could hang it in his bedroom.
Oh, you could, yep. But then you'd see it when he's, up with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are my finishes.
Okay. So we go on to whips. And I have been working on this one, which will take me forever and a day. But I'm hoping now that Tom is better, I should get back to more stitching and more... I want to get back to quilting. Oh my gosh. It's funny how something you really love, you let it go so quick. I don't know about you, but I do. It's like worry takes over and it's like I don't want to do anything.
Well, quilting is a little different because you got to be at a certain spot to do it. Like stitching, you can just pick up.
Right.
But quilting, unless you're doing any hand, you have to, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm this far. The whole border's done, and I've done a little bit more down here. And then I've got this flower done. I did this, and now I'm working on it's a basket, the bowl basket. And I don't know if I had this one done last time or not. I don't remember. But this is on 46 count old sheep. That's what it's called for. And it's with 103 silks.
So do you find you would work on this earlier in the evening?
No, I work on it late. I always, if I'm doing quilting, I do quilting first.
Okay.
And then I work on this later at night.
Okay, I was just wondering if the 46 count, if that gets...
I don't notice. This is 28, but there's not a lot of difference between 40 and 46 to me.
Okay.
But see, I always work under a magnifier.
Yeah.
Whenever I stitch, I always have a magnifier and you don't. You stitch without a magnifier. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe that's different because I don't notice. I could not work on this or 40 count without a magnifier. No. I couldn't do it. And I have a magnifier right by my chair. So, I'm always looking through it always. And then the other one I'm working on is the Quaker Diamonds. I love this thing. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love both of these. These are...
Have that started before, or is this a recent?
I started this last time.
Okay.
Last Flosstube.
Okay.
I started this. Because I want 2 samplers going in a small, and I didn't work on the small at all because I hardly worked on these. I really didn't work on them a whole lot. But this one is... I got...
Can I hold it? You can point?
I got this all done.
Oh.
Sure. And then this is big. And I have one more row. If I can show you, it's this one. And there's this outside row, and then there's 2 birds. And I started a bird last night, but that's all the further I got. But the tricky thing, the colors. I wish you could see these colors in person because they are... The variegation, I don't know, that's probably going to get washed out. But
and they're fancy overdyes?
They're Valdani.
Oh.
They're 3-strand. They're the little things. This is 28 count mellow by Picture This Plus. And so you use all 3 strands when you're doing it. And the one thing I found about this, even though I like it so much, it's angles. It's all angles. And when you're doing angles, I can't tell you how many times I've ripped things out because the angles.
Your brain has to be attuned to
Right,
angles.
and I try to stitch sideways sometimes so I'm not on an angle, but then you got to watch how you're crossing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because all of a sudden I'll go, oh my God, I just did 30 stitches and they're crossed backwards. So then you got to rip them out and do them again the other way. So angles are not fun, and this whole thing is angles, except for the letters. Everything is angles. But it seems like if I try to do like something really close to something that's already done, I do better. Whereas I went from this up here, I did these, and then I did the flower, and then I went down to this. And I really like this, all the colors she's using and stuff, but again, it's angles. And you know, all of a sudden you're running into the row before and you're going, okay, I screwed up on my angle. So then you got to rip it out and figure it out. But it's kind of interesting that this whole thing is angles.
How big is it going to be?
Good question. Well, it's 170 by 270. It says you need 18 by 26 piece of fabric, so 15 by, or 13, wait, 18 minus 6 is 12. You think it'll be 12? I don't think so. I think it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's 170 by 270. Somebody out there's yelling at us.
Yeah.
I don't know how to figure
But,
that
I mean,
out.
it's almost 20 inches long.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Because if you take away 6, I think she said she gave you, if you purchase that, which this is 18 by 26 and a half. So if you minus 6, it's 12 by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it is. It's 12 by 20. But it's beautiful. I mean, every row I do, it's like, oh my gosh. The variegation, something about Valdani's variegation, and I think because you're using the 3 strands, it's really good coverage. And I just love this mellow. I wish I could find more of it, but I don't know. Somebody said she wasn't making it anymore. I don't know if that's true or not. But I'd love to find more of it. It's beautiful. Those are my whips.
Okay. I did work well. I got it out. It's my Teresa Kogert Simple Life. It's the Patreon. They're doing a stitch mystery, so we're up to
I
the
was going to
4th.
say, you have a piece of fabric there. That's the part of the mystery.
This will be July and August.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm not up to date, but I'm on
but
the
it's-
2nd.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
And it's on the called for linen. It's Cedar Creek Linens Overcast.
Okay.
And it called for DMCs. So
Is that,
DMC and there's some classic colorworks and weeks in here.
oh, yep, there is. Lots of-
20 count.
Oh, it's 20 count. Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say, is that DMC? It looked like DMC.
Some of it is. It the called for was 40 count, so I thought, okay.
You can do 20. That works.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is one whip. And then I did, my new bag to house.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that just
Yeah.
pretty?
That's very pretty.
My birthday start. I started Tiny Modernist, an Irish Blessing. Got this down when we were down in Tulsa at the Silver Needle. So here is my start.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's on 18 count white Ada.
That's pretty.
I got to show you the threads. It's all DMC, but
Boy.
isn't it these just beautiful? Look at that.
Wow. Those are.
Oh.
Yeah, they say twist it because that's what everybody does. They say
And then
twist it.
against my shirt. Yep. So those are my whips.
Okay. We can go on to haul. I got to go last Friday, just a few days ago. My son took my husband back to the 50s car show. It's at the Minnesota Fairgrounds. So I thought, okay, he's better. Things are going good. So I took a LeAnn day. She had an appointment she couldn't go with. So I went down to New Ulm. That's my favorite quilt store.
And that's what, about
2 hours and 17 minutes.
okay.
And then from there, I started home and I went to Stitchville, which is in Minnetonka or Ridgedale.
And that's a little over an hour?
From my house, yeah. And then I stopped at Joann's too because I wanted to get some stuff. But so at Sewing Seeds, I got this quilt kit. It's by Betsy Chuchian and it's called Kate's Garden Gate. It is 79.5 by 79.5. Here are the fabrics are beautiful. I mean, they're just absolutely.
So a little retail therapy.
Yeah, I got some retail therapy.
Oh, is there layer cake in there?
Yeah, there's a layer cake, and I don't. Yeah, but a layer cake is gonna. But I love this background fabric right on the front.
You know that.
And there's all different colors in here: pinks, blues, browns. I think, and then your tans.
So is she considered Civil War reproduction?
She is, yeah, she is.
More on the modern
Kate's
take?
Garden Gate, 1830 to 1860.
Okay.
So, so what I decided to do is I was looking at this because I really liked it, and below it had all of the fabric. All the bolts.
Okay.
And I'm a blue nut. I love blue. And I was looking at it going, that's really pretty.
But
it needs more blue. And you can't really see, but there's a light, this background in here is blue, and then these are all different blue stars. Well, what I did is I had that same fabric that's light, she had it in blue.
Oh, for the borders? There's two borders?
So I'm going to do this for the border.
There's an outer and then
an inner.
Yeah.
And then since this was a little bit darker, what I did is the pink that she had in here was pretty light. It's a very light pink. You see
So that was the border around the flying geese?
Flying geese, yeah. So then she has this pink, which if you notice, it's a little darker. And it goes so well with the flowers on this. So I'm going to use this darker pink around the flying geese rather than the lighter pink. And then I'll use this. And then I thought I bought a little bit of background.
Is that dark pink going to be the binding too?
Yes. And then I bought a little bit of light background because these there's a blue background around these stars just like in the middle. And I didn't know if that blue background would show up very well with the blue fabric being here. So I bought some more of the lighter background just to maybe do those stars in the lighter background. So I think it's going to be gorgeous.
This reminds me a lot of the Threads That Blind blackbird fabric.
It does, yeah. It is. It's kind of similar. Yeah. This is the one I picked for the stars on the corners.
Okay, so are you making it the 79.5 by 79.5?
So far. If I go bigger, then like you say, if you decide to go bigger, you got to get the fabric now. Because
Well, yeah, because this came out in 2022.
Yep. But Sewing Seed had them all still.
But could you add more in the middle and then just go out from there? Because the borders aren't pieced. Well, they are. This inner between here is.
Right. Right. Because you'd have to go out to 110, so that's 80. You need 15 on each side. Could you do more of these? Those aren't churn dash. What are they? They've got to have a name. I don't know. Or is there some way you could do another flying geese out and then go out? Or I don't know.
Do you have this light background in the kit?
Yep.
Okay, why couldn't you do that, then do flying geese around and then do the blue as the outer border?
Oh, you could. I could. Yep. Why not? See, she's
Or you do it as the pattern calls for.
calls for. Yeah, right. She's the creative one. You just, if you're stuck, you just ask her and she'll come up with something. And then this was hanging in the store and it was beautiful. It's called Eliza Ann and Runner, but I'm doing Eliza Ann, so I'm doing the big one, this one.
Okay, you got a kit with that?
Yeah, and that was a kit, and these are the colors. Of course, you know.
Is that a certain line of fabric?
Good question. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think they just. It looks like I have some of this.
You have a helper here.
Yes, my helper. That's a good question. I don't know if it's all the same line or not. And these are cut, so I might not have any borders to look at. See, like this one, I don't have anything to look at. I don't know. This one I don't either.
22.5 inch square is the...
Yep, it's not very big, but it was really pretty. And I liked it because she fussy cut. I wonder if I can show you a picture. I took a picture
Oh,
of
the
it.
center?
Yeah,
The squares here. These all fussy cut?
yeah, and then she did, these were fussy cut. Yeah, these right there. Yep, she fussy cut those, so I did take a picture of that.
The center of the corner ones and the center ones were fussy cut, and then the ones in the middle have 4 squares that were fussy cut.
Right, and here's the quilt done.
That picture looks more blue. This one here looks a little tealy.
Right, it's blue. I mean, it's definitely blue, because I mean, like, look at this blue. This is blue. And these are all blue. They're all different blues. But it was really pretty, and I just like the way she fussy cut everything. See, like, there's some of the blues.
So the one she fussy cut must be, oh, the biggest print you have is like that one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is one that you fussy cut with those designs. And then see, she has the same thing in blue, medium fat 8s. Yep.
Fun.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be kind of fun. And here's a brown, another brown that's, or red, would you say that's rust? Rust. So then there's pinks, browns, and blues in this quilt, and tans.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then they had this done. This was amazing. Just amazing. It's 71 1/8 by 77 1/2, and I don't know, I might have to take it out so you can, because they're so small. These are, I asked her about this quilt, and they did it over 3 years in a club. Once a month they met, and they had to do, I can't remember how many she told me.
So what is the block?
It's like a 9-patch.
Oh, okay, with the center
Yeah.
larger. Okay.
If
I
I
didn't know
do
if it was a
that,
churn
can you
dash
see
or-
it? That's probably better. But what you have is, it's like you make a 9-patch,
What size is the block?
2.5 unfinished,
Okay, so they're on point.
and then you cut them. See, you get templates. There's 2 templates. There's a there's this one that you use to, oh man, you can't see that, can you? Nope, not at all. There, you can see some white lines on it, but you cut your 9-patch down, and this has white lines on it too for angles, but I can show you this picture. This will help you there. It has the template on it, so what you do is you make that 9-patch, and then you trim it down on the outside so that the outside rows are skinnier. Which is kind of weird, but...
So do you put it together? You can't put it together at an angle. You put it together in rows?
No, I would think you go this way.
It doesn't line up.
Oh, you're right, it doesn't.
So you must have to put the half square triangles on each side.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. You're right, it doesn't line up going the other way. That'll be interesting.
So for this size, how many blocks do you make? Does it say in there how many 9-patches to make?
Hopefully. Let's see, because they're, 564 blocks, 2-inch finished.
So if you did like 1,000, you could have a bed quilt.
Yep. Okay. Sure, or almost twice as many. You could have a bed quilt. Sure, why not?
It's like what our friend Julie did she called it her wedding quilt. She did they were 9 patches, weren't they?
I think so. She called it perseverance.
Yes.
It was a perseverance.
Yeah. And nobody sits on that quilt.
That took her a while to do, but it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. So that's a nice way to use up your scraps, and I like little, so this will be kind of fun. I think I could sometimes whip out a few of them, you know.
So do you cut them at an inch and a half? I mean, is it scraps that most people would throw away?
Probably. Good question. 28, 4 1/8. Cut 28, 4 1/8 inch strips. Cut 2 3 3/4 inch strips. Subcut them into 3 3/4 inch squares.
Yeah, see there, you do them in rows, vertical rows.
Oh, you do vertical. Oh, that's interesting. That's a different way. I don't know if I've ever, except for the ones with stripes in between, I've done those, but not. It'll be fun. We'll see how I do. You might see a few pop up every once in a while. Who knows? Who knows?
Or it might be a runner, pot holder.
Okay, so then I stopped at Stitchville and I got a bunch of thread, but this was 32 count Lakeside Linen Sand Dune. I found that because 32 count I like to use for 1/1. And then this is 36 count, and it was DOTN, and it was driving me nuts driving home going, okay, who's DOTN? This is called Mad Hat
Dames of the Needle?
Yeah. It took me a while to figure I'd never seen fabric by them. It's called Mad Hat Tea Towel. So it's kind of, it's muddled. You can see, you can't see that very good on there. But it is.
So
it's got dye marks in it.
Have you done 1/1 on 32 before?
Yeah, I'm working on that schoolhouse one. That's 32.
Oh, I thought that was 28.
Nope, that's 32.
Okay.
Yep, 32 I've been working on. The only 28 I've done is this.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh, you better put those back to the right bag.
I know, I will. And then this I had ordered quite a while ago, and it finally came. And it's a whole kit. I don't even know where I saw it. It must have been on Instagram or something, because I don't go on Facebook very much. But it's a strawberry pin keep, and it's printed on there, and the fabric is that, what do you call that?
But it's more embroidery than cross stitch.
Yes, it's not really cross stitch. But you get everything. But the fabric looks quilted. It's thicker, and it has like diamond pattern in it. And she even gave me a needle. But there it is. So
it's gonna be a good size strawberry.
Yeah. So you just embroider it.
When you embroider, do you use a hoop?
Yes.
Okay.
I do use a hoop. And then I do what's the stitch called? It's not a running stitch. It's not a satin stitch. I'll think of it. And then Kitten Stitcher had a sale. She popped up in my email. She had 20% off of all of her fabric. So then I ordered some 40 count angel hair. I'm assuming this is her fabric. It's not labeled as anybody else's, and her son does fabric too. Oh, he's weed whipping. Okay. And then this one is called, I think this is 32. Yeah, Cappuccino. Because she had Weeks dye work fabric on sale. She had her fabric. I think everything was 20% off. And this is aged red. Oh, Aztec
Aztec.
red. 32 count Aztec red. Again, I can do 1/1.
Oh, that looks
Isn't that
rusty
weird? It looks
there.
orange. Yeah, rusty.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really red.
Yeah, faded red.
Yeah, it's a faded red. Yep. Okay, and that I just saw the 20% off, so I went and looked. So that's my haul. You got no haul?
The only haul I got was the Black Needle Society, the flamingo box. They had extras of those, so I ordered one of those. I didn't bring it.
Okay, I guess I put in here turtle tidbit. My turtle tidbit of the day is most turtles have fixed tongues. They don't have tongues like we have. So when they eat, they have to eat in water. They can't eat outside of water. Again, there's like the northern wood turtle can eat out of water, has a normal tongue because they forage in the forests all the time for berries and stuff. But most turtles have a fixed tongue. So a lot of times I get people bringing me baby turtles in a shoebox with grass in it and bugs. And these baby turtles would be almost dead because these people think that this turtle, because it comes out of a hole in the ground, they think that it eats stuff on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't eat. So literally what they've been doing is starving it to death. So people are always amazed that they have to eat in water, but they do. And if you're feeding a turtle like on the shore of a lake or something, they may come out and grab the food, but then you'll notice they turn around and run into the water, and then that's how they eat it. They can swallow the fish or whatever it is.
They can grab it with their mouth,
Yeah,
but they
can
can't.
grab it, but they can't eat
Okay.
it. They can't swallow it. So they have a fixed tongue, and they absolutely need water to eat. So that's my turtle tidbit for the day. And so then if we move on to quilting, I don't have any quilting except
What's
for...
behind us?
I know, that's what... this is a Drunkard's Path quilt. I made it several years ago. We used to go to quilt camp, and I would bring it up to quilt camp and work on it. And it took me a couple of quilt camps.
It has
to get
hundreds
done.
of squares.
Yeah, it does. And right now it's all basted and everything. And
Spray basted for quilting.
yes.
It
and
is sewn. The top is completely sewn together.
Yeah, the top is done, but the 3 layers are just spray basted together, and it's in my pile to be quilted, so I haven't quilted it yet. She's sticking her butt up there. That's funny, and she's by you. This is the pattern that it came from. I can't find my pattern. I told Jeannie I must like another quilt in it, so it must be in a bin with another quilt. But this is the pattern. It's called Timeless Patterns. I'll hold it there for a second if somebody, and if you notice, it's this one right here. It's very nice to use up scraps. It's pretty easy to do. It's called Timeless Patterns for Today's Quilter by Kent Ward. It's the best of traditional Quiltworks Quilting Today magazines. So these obviously had appeared in a magazine at some point.
And it's curved seams.
It's curved, so you have to pin. And I'd say don't do this if you're like a beginner quilter, because these are actually kind of small. Each curved Drunkard Path they're pretty small. You'd want to start with maybe bigger ones to learn how to do curved piecing. But I just thought the layout was cool, the way the pattern is, and then the way that border is too. But I did look, and the thrift books they have them for sale. So if you're looking for the pattern, it's a thin book. It has a few other quilts in it. I don't know why Willow's up here now, but this is Willow. She's my kitty. Yeah, she's a very affectionate kitty. I've never had a kitty as affectionate as her. She's quite amazing. I don't have any other quilting. Do you?
I do.
Okay.
I just want to say that when I made my bag, it is Elizabeth Ann tutorial that I followed. Okay, and then there's a couple bags here. It is June Taylor Quilt As You Go bags. So this came with the batting stamped where they'd tell you, you know, where to put the pieces of a fabric that you cut out. And then it has this zippity-doo-done tuck and sew zipper came with the kit. So there's 2 sizes. This is the little one.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's got the squared bottom. And see this red is all part of the zipper. You just tuck it in. And then this was the big one. And the batting came for both these in there stamped. See my bling?
Oh, she's got little stars, red and blue stars on her bling.
It's an earring from Michael's.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't that look cool?
That's very cool. I never look in the earrings. I guess
Well, they were on, you know, the red, white, and blue section.
Oh,
they
okay.
have, and I was just going by. Then I made this one here, Liberty Star Banner by Kim Deal. It was a kit I got at New Ulm Sewing Seeds when we were down there for a shop hop a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh, it's bigger than I thought.
20 by 48. So this is the top, and then it's got the pieced stars that go down
Yep, down the side.
vertical stripe.
Yep.
So was my quilting.
Okie dokie. I don't have anything else. So I think we're done. Hopefully next time it'll be better for me anyway, because
We didn't do any outings other than LeAnn did her
my day.
yeah,
LeAnn day.
her mental health day.
It was a very nice day. I took myself to Applebee's and I laughed because when we go on trips, she has guidelines that if we should eat at restaurants that we normally can't eat at.
Experience new things.
Right, and we do. We always do. My only guideline is you can't just give me, like, you can't take me to sushi.
Oh, no.
It has to be a restaurant that has a variety of food.
I'm not real adventurous that way, too. One of our friends called it American food. Now, I don't want to get pigeonholed and stuff, but
Right.
yeah, we don't do a lot of.
So we've been on many, many trips where we're looking for food to eat, or we get to our hotel, and of course, right next door is an Applebee's. And Applebee's is my favorite store, my favorite restaurant, because they have this chicken salad that's just amazing. And so I was laughing yesterday, Friday, as I was eating my salad, because I was in Applebee's. And I laugh but we do. I have experienced many, many, many nice restaurants because of Jeannie. So I just have to tease her once in a while. But you don't know how many Applebee's are right next to hotels.
Yeah.
And they are. And it's like 9 o'clock at night and you're going, okay, we got to eat. And we got to drive around and find a different restaurant because that's the guideline. So, but we have. There's only been a couple that I haven't liked.
Well, and there's been where we have kind of revisited the area, and it's like, oh, like Rafferty's.
Yep.
We are in Paducah. And we hit another one of those when we were traveling. It's like, oh, okay.
We got to go there.
Yep, we know the reputation and the quality.
Of
And
the food, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has widened my horizons. She has. We went once to a hot dog place. I don't like hot dogs, and that's all
oh,
they had.
no, that was it, yeah.
But we were kind of in a hurry, and that was right there, and we just did it.
We were
and-
doing a shop hop, so we had limited time to spare for sit down to
Right,
eat.
right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, normally she takes me to okay restaurants.
Some of them are better than okay.
Yeah, they are.
So,
They're pretty
but yeah,
funny.
so that was, so I don't think we have anything really coming up now the next month as far as outings.
No, because we always do a birthday trip, and Jeannie's birthday was the 10th, and Julie's was the 21st. And Julie had twin grandchildren, twin granddaughters. And so we're just kind of waiting for her to.
Well, we're kind of too waiting to see how your schedule would free up.
Right. With
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
Right. So my schedule is freeing up here. So.
Yeah, but now mine will be, I got the son coming from Florida, and then they're going to be going fishing, but then I'm going to be dog sitting, so
Yep.
I'll be,
She'll be tied up.
yeah, but,
And
yeah.
in summer it gets busy because Julie has her whole family up at their cabin. Well, it's not a cabin anymore, it's a house.
Yeah, on the
And
river.
then we go on vacation at the end of July, so.
We will get another Flosstube in before your vacation, though, right?
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
Even if we have to do it while she's making food for the...
Yeah, you can just show everything and I'll keep stirring the lasagna or something.
Yeah, from the kitchen.
Yeah.
No.
Because I have certain foods I have to bring every vacation. It isn't a guideline, it's a rule.
Yeah. Well,
So-
your whole family goes to your brother's.
Yes, and everybody makes a couple meals, and but I'm in charge of like apple pie and lasagna, and so there's a lot of
Caramel rolls,
things. Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of things I make that they won't let me not make. So that's why it's good. Andrew wants to cook, and my other grandson, his brother Garrett, they're learning to cook and bake. So I think good. Then they can take over when I can't do it anymore. I can sit
Yeah.
back and hopefully they'll.
You can just do the requesting.
Yeah, I can. Because now when they ask for something, I just sit at the island and tell them how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't, if I
You
don't
could be
have to-
stitching.
Right, I could. I could. So they're learning. Every male in my life cooks except my husband. So it's kind of amazing. I told them they could all move back home and cook for me and just tell me what time dinner is. Because I don't like to cook anymore. It's just the two of us. I don't want to cook anymore. And I never really liked cooking. It wasn't something I enjoyed. I enjoy baking. Baking I like to do. And I like futzy baking, anything with bread or rolls, or I like that kind of stuff, but not cooking. And now there's just two of us. It's like any excuse I get, I go, let's go out. Let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. So, and he, for the time being, he was happy with that. We'll see if he stays that way or not. But he would just follow me around. So, and he had to. I couldn't leave him alone. So you got to come with. So, okay, people, that's all we got. I don't have anything else.
We want to thank everybody again for tuning in, and
Right.
and welcome if you're new, and welcome if you're returning.
Yeah, and leave us comments. We like the
Yeah.
comments. And thank you again so much for the prayers. Oh my gosh. I mean, you guys don't even know me, and I had so many people sending prayers. That was amazing. Thank you so much. And he's doing way, 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 way better. So hopefully no more surgeries, no more nothing. So, and even Dr. McGovern, we see him in 2 more weeks. He said, this is probably the last time you see me if you keep going this way. And I'm saying, you're going that way.
Yeah.
Let's get some of these doctor visits off the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of done. I have baby watermelons. I'll put pictures in there. Don't have any baby pumpkins yet. No baby cantaloupe. I'm growing everything in bags vertically. So my potato bags have doors on the side that are Velcroed. And if I stick my finger in there, I feel baby potatoes.
Oh, we've had several meals of the new red potatoes.
Oh, okay. And mine are called Norland Reds. I don't know that they're babies, but I suppose it would just depend on when you pull them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably could because they were little.
These were golf ball size or bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
These were, the couple I felt felt more oblong.
Oh,
They didn't feel round. They felt
Okay.
more oblong.
different.
But I'm growing russets and Norland Reds. Never grew these before. And her husband, I keep texting him because he's got raised garden, a huge raised garden bed. And so he's been giving me advice, and I've been very grateful to Dean for helping me because the only difference, he grows watermelons normally. I'm growing them up, so it's kind of interesting. But it was so cute when I found baby watermelons out
Yeah.
there. So,
How about your apples?
I have 5 apples on
Okay.
one tree. The other 2 trees don't have any apples.
We must have 500 plus on one tree.
Yeah, see, last year I had to rip all the flowers off because that was the first year I planted the trees, and I had lots of flowers, and I was out there being sad ripping all the flowers off. So maybe next year, I figure if it's like every other year, maybe they'll have more
Yeah.
next year. I don't know. They say the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, they send out their roots, and the third year they leap. So next year would be the 3rd year.
Look out.
Yep, I hope. And even my little one that the deers chewed off, it was little already. It must be like now maybe 18 inches tall. I mean, I won't get any apples on that for a few years. But that, I have a spike like this high of new growth on each of its stems. So I was happy because I thought that thing had died with the deer. But there's so much deer poop out there, so they're walking by. I've got it all fenced in now, but they're walking by every night, checking out what can they get into. But
yeah.
Okay, gang.
Fun.
Enough jabbering. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a month.
And for those of you that are in the U.S., happy 4th of July next week.
Oh, yeah, it is. Gosh, holidays come and go.
That means summer's half over.
I know, because she mentioned the 21st was the longest day, and it's like, she goes, well, now the days are getting shorter, and I'm going, oh. I've had little rain.
Last weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we had about 2 1/4 inches.
Oh, we haven't even had 2/3 of an inch here.
Oh,
Nothing.
yeah.
Our lawn is so crispy critter, it's ridiculous. I drove down to New Ulm, and their corn, I thought it had to be at least waist high. And it was dark green, so they've had a lot more rain south. But it's funny, I was thinking of Justine from Welcome Stitchery, because I was driving down into New Ulm, and it's like a valley, and they're up on the hill to the left of the car was a big billboard, and it said, welcome to the valley, and there's this big jolly green giant standing there, and Sprout was next to him, and I laughed. I thought, oh, Justine would like that billboard.
Getting closer, yeah.
Yeah, and it said, welcome to the valley. So it was, and it looked like a new billboard, so it didn't look like it was old or decrepit. So I just had a good laugh for Justine. Okay, guys, well, we'll see you in about a month. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.